Joining us now, Esther Krauke in London. Esther, great to see you, and thank you so much for staying up late as you do to come on Outsiders. We certainly do appreciate it. So, great news this week. We've been talking about the ramifications for Australia, but the UK Supreme Court ruling something, Esther, you've talked about many times, we've talked about together on this show and others. A woman is a woman. Hallelujah. Who'd have thought we'd have to have that legal ruling, but I'm delighted to tell you that, Esther, you for one, now in the UK, you are a woman because you are a woman. So congratulations. But where did this come from? What's the background? And what's been the reaction in the UK, Esther, to the ruling that a woman is a biological woman?
Well, the reaction has been obviously one of celebration, but in many corners, horror and bemusement by the Labour government, which for some reason didn't see this coming. This all started because For Women Scotland, which is a women's group based in Scotland, decided to take a case up to the Supreme Court, asking them to clarify what a woman is for the matter of legal issues when it comes to women's spaces, for example, women in hospitals, in terms of policing and all of that. And the Supreme Court, contrary to popular belief, didn't create legislation. It just reiterated what legislation already had existed vis-a-vis the 2010 Equality Act, which said that actually what it meant in the Equality Act when it referred to as women was actual biological women. There's no other kinds of women. And the reason why this has caused such a stir is because trans individuals and trans activists have argued that since the passing of the Gender Recognition Act in 2004 and the ability of trans identifying individuals to have a gender recognition certificate, which is just a piece of paper really, their legal sex was recognized as whatever they identified with, and therefore in law they are women, which of course the Supreme Court said actually no, the GRC is just a document to recognize your trans identifying status, but that does not mean that is a magic wand which somehow makes a man a woman. No amount of tucking, makeup, or witchcraft is going to make a biological man a woman. And thankfully, the Supreme Court has just said so. It shouldn't have got this far. The actual controversies around whether the Supreme Court should even exist is a very strong one, because Parliament is sovereign in the UK. The Supreme Court is one of those sort of archaic remnants of Blair's government, where he tried to subvert the sovereignty of Parliament at every given turn. However, we do welcome this one sensible decision by this court of unelected judges that we still don't know how to get rid of, because it's drawn a line in the sand and it's saying, moving forward, this is how public policy must operate. Now, if we have to have a women's only spaces and then other, that's fine. I'm pretty sure men wouldn't mind because they don't seem to face any significant threats from trans men as women do from trans women. But this is a very important step, because enough is enough. We've had so many discussions around this, and women are rightly agitated by the fact that our hard fought for spaces and rights are being trampled upon by people who somehow feel like they can circumvent the law or create new legislation out of nothing.